Today is June 20th, 2020, and a very special day, the disappearance day of our very dear Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, also known as the seventh Goswami, lovingly by the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Also, it is the disappearance, Tirobhav Tithi, of His Divine Grace, Srila Gadadhar Pandit, very dear personality to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu used to hear Srimad Bhagavatam every day in the Tota Gopinath temple in Jagannath Puri. Tears would flow from the eyes of both of them that would wet the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam. Was none other than Srimati Radharani, was none other than the mood of Satyabhama Devi in Dwarka. Such great personalities. Where are they? Je Anila Prema Dhana, Karuna Prachur, Hena Prabhu, Kotha Gela, Acharya Thakur. Where is my Bhakti Vinod Thakur, who actually gave the blueprint of the Krishna Prem, the heart of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, based on the Varishtha Rupa Goswami, who is none other than that personality who knew the innermost, the deepmost core of the heart of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Such are those wonderful personalities. Where have they gone? Please show your mercy wherever you are, because we are in this material world struggling with the senses, struggling with so many issues, committing offenses, endless offenses since time immemorial, committing many sinful deeds, sinful activities. It is said that if we pray directly to these personalities who have disappeared on their disappearance or their appearance day, indeed they will shower their extra blessings and mercy on us. Thus we pray to these great personalities for their guidance and for their everlasting blessings, eternal blessings. Hare Krishna. So we are now still continuing our prayers of Samsara Davanal, or the Gurvashtakam, that is sung every day in all Gaudiya Vaishnava temples, wonderfully composed by His Divine Grace, Srila Vishwanath Chakravati Pad, the crown or the crest, Shiromani of the Vaishnavas, of the Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas. May he bless us and give us a little drop of this nectarian, deep Ashtakam that he has composed, glorifying all these great personalities in the line of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So last week we concluded verse number 5, and verse number 5's conclusion, we had actually taken 2 days in diving into verse number 5, and we concluded the other half of the verse where it is mentioned that Guna Rupa Nam Prati Shanasva Dhanalolupasya Vande Guru Sri Charnarvindam, showing the qualities of the Acharya, that even leading as Acharyas, they are performing their own sadhana bhakti as leaders, and they're constantly meditating on the transcendental guna, qualities of the Supreme Lord, those gunas that are transcendental, not the gunas of the material world of tamogun, rajogun, and satogun, not the modes of ignorance, passion, or goodness, but the modes of the transcendental pastimes of Sri Radha Krishna, of the transcendental pastimes of the interactions and the dealings of the wonderful qualities of those Vaishnavas in Vraj, of those gopis, of those gopas, of those who have expressed immense deep love, paternal love, fraternal love to Krishna. Those wonderful qualities that actually even Sri Krishna gets attracted to and Krishna gets controlled by. Those are the gunas that our acharyas in the Gaudiya Vaishnava line, they personally possess those, and they are constantly meditating on all those wonderful acharyas and those devotees in Vraj Bhav, in the Madhuri Ras, especially those who are in the Gaudiya Vaishnava college or group. They are meditating on the beautiful form of the Lord, Rupa, Nam, on the wonderful holy names, sitting here wherever they are, Swargeshu, Narkeshu, Apavargeshu, whether they are in the heavenly planets, wherever Krishna sends them, or whether in the hellish planets, wherever Krishna sends them for seva. Personalities like Naradji, they are going all over the creation, in hell, in heaven, in Apavarga, into the Vaikuntha planets, wherever they are situated, always singing the glories of the and meditating on the holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Meditating on the word Hara. Oh Hara, 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 Hara. Hey Radhe. Oh Prabhu, your internal potencies, Mahaprabhu has said, Nam Namakari Bahuda, Nija Sarva Shaktis, Nija. Please concentrate on this word Nija of the Sistastakam, especially those who are in the Vraj Bhav. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given an indication. These are all my own. Swagosham Nimanjantam Akhyapayantam. Like Satyavrat Muni also mentions in the Damodarashtakam, Idrik Swalilabhir Ananda Kunde Swagosham Nimanjantam Akhyapayantam. Swaghosh means my own family, my own Vrajvasis, my own Vraj Mandal. So it means the word Hara itself, when the Gurudev or these acharyas in the pure mood of the Rasik mood of Vraj, especially in the Madhurya Rasa, the word Hara means they are offering their obeisances, they are begging their mercy to not only Radharani, but to their predecessors, acharyas, because they are all gopis and manjaris who are internal energies of Sri Radha. And Sri Radha is the first expansion, the Haladini Shakti, the Shakti of bliss that gives complete, unlimited bliss to Sri Krishna. So Hara, it's just not Radharani, it's the entire group of gopis, the manjaris. They are offering their obeisances. Just when we are uttering the word Hara, Hare, Hara is addressing, when we say, but Hare means it is a grammar. Like when you are addressing somebody, her name is Sita, then we don't say, hey Sita. Grammatically, he say, hey Sita. Or if we are addressing somebody's name is Radha, then we say, hey Radhe. Hey, like Rupa Goswami says in his bhajan, hey Radhe Vrajadev ki chalalite. Sorry, that is Srinivasa Acharya in the Sada Goswami stuff. He Nanda Suno Kuto Shri Govardhana Kalpapa Tapatale Kalindi Vanze Kuto. So, hey Radhe, hey Hara, hey Hare, 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 Krishna, the all attractive, the one, the bhav of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas is the personality Krishna who attracts all the gopis. Indeed, Krishna is Narayana. Indeed, Krishna is Lord Ramachandra. Indeed, Krishna is Lord Nrsingadev. Indeed, Krishna is Vaikuntha Adipati. So many forms, Advaitam, Achyutam, Anadim Rupam. He's got Anadi Roops. And this Krishna, and they are all attractive to their to the respected devotees who love their Ishtadevs. But when the Gaudiya Vaishnava chants Krishna, he's thinking, oh, how wonderfully this personality in Vraj, the son of Nanda Maharaj, is attracting all the gopis. Not only the gopis, is attracting the entire Gokul. Go means a conglomeration, a group of gopis, of cows, cowherd boys, etc. And especially, he is attracting the topmost gopi, Sri Radha. Ahaha, what can be said about this Mahamantra? That is the bhav. So many secret meaning. It is not that the Mahamantra was not there previously. In the Kali Shankaran Upanishad, there's a conversation between Naradji and Brahmaji, that how will the jivas in the Kali Yuga be saved? And this conversation was in some millennium. So this Hare Krishna Mahamantra is not an invention of ISKCON or 500 years ago when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. It is a Mahamantra since time immemorial. And at that time, when the devotees chanted the Mahamantra, they were attracting their own listeners. That Hara meant for those persons who are in the Sri Sampradaya. When they chanted, and they had their deep faith in the Lord Narayana of Vaikuntha, they also chanted Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. For them, this Mahamantra meant Hara means Lakshmi Devi, and Krishna means my all attractive Narayana. For them, Lord Narayan is attractive. Krish in Sanskrit means to attract, and Na means to all. So indeed, Lord Narayana attracts all jivas, because there are so many jivas in Vaikuntha as well. And there are so many devotees even on the earthly planet of the different swarupas or the incarnations of Krishna. So it just does not apply. It depends. That is why Prabhupada used the word Krishna consciousness. Amazing how expert our Prabhupada is, that he coined these two words. What's your consciousness? It's like, somebody can stand in front of the altar and take darshan and say, oh Krishna. So somebody may be saying, oh Krishna, but what is the consciousness? Oh Krishna, tomorrow I am going for a job interview. So Krishna as Paramatma knows this is why he's calling me. But there might be another person standing right next to that person says, oh Krishna, Krishna. And there might be a different level of consciousness in that personality. Maybe it is just for pure bhakti. So like this, even the Hare Krishna Mahamantra has got very deep meaning. Someday, by the mercy of Guru Gauranga, we can just do a seminar on this Hare Krishna Mahamantra based on the consciousness of the Gaudiya Acharyas. So Guna, Rupa, Nam, Prati Shanaswa Danalolu, every moment they are relishing, Aswadan. Lolupasya, but what kind of aswadan, what kind of relishing? Have we seen somebody who loves rasgullas or srikhand or some mishti doi or some very nice tasty dish, and when they are eating and there is abundant supply, they keep on eating, and they are gulping it, and not like one bite or two bites, they are gulping the whole laddu or the whole rasgulla, the whole gulab jamun, popping one after another with greed. So similarly, analogous to that, our acharyas in the Gaudiya line, with great greed, they are meditating on the transcendental qualities, on the form, on the holy name, constantly with greed, and they are relishing it. Just like a greedy Brahmin who relishes laddu after laddu after laddu. Similarly, the acharya is not just for the sake of reading Bhagavatam 30 minutes in the morning or 40 minutes in front of a group of people, and then once they're looking 20 times, even sometimes the people in the audience are looking at 20 times on the clock. When is prasadam? When is prasadam? When will this end? When this end? So there is no greed there. We have to have greed. That is why in the Padyavali, Rupa Goswami mentions that Krishna Bhakti, Rasa Bhavita Matiha, that Krishna Bhakti, pure Krishna Bhakti, is full of rasa. Bhavita Matiha, those whose intelligence or consciousnesses Kriyatam yadi kuto abhilabhyate. If one can obtain this, tatra lolyam api mulyam ekalam, then the one and only price for pure bhakti, Krishna bhakti, is lolyam. Tatra lolyam api mulyam ekam. Mulyam means price, value. Ekalam, only price to purchase pure bhakti is one's greed. Amazing. Everything has a price. You go to a store, you pay a certain amount and you get your pants, you get your shirt, you get your sari, you pay a certain price for a particular item and you get that item and it's yours. Similarly, what is the price of Shuddha Bhakti? So Rupa Goswami has very nicely defined it, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur has explained that also in his Nam Bhajan Rahasya, etc., that this is Tatra Lolyam. Only it is with intense greed to obtain it. And if it is available in Janma Koti Sukritir Na Labhyate, even with hundreds and hundreds of thousands of lifetimes, this may not be available. So if it is available, you must purchase it right away, without delay. And so this is what we described last time about the greed of the Vaishnava Acharya. So today we will enter into this sublime verse of the sixth verse of the Samsara Davanal, where the verse is Nikunja Yuno Rati Keli Siddhyai Yaya Ali Dhir Yuktir Apekshaniya Tatra Ati Dakshat Ati Vallabhasya Vande Guroho Sri Charna Ravindam. What can be said about this verse? Personally, I've got very limited capability. When I was meditating on this verse, I was thinking, what shall I share with the devotees today? And my mind was just diving deeper and deeper and deeper. And I thought, maybe this verse can continue for one more week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. I don't know. Of course, we don't have any timeline here, because this is not a 30-minute or a 1-hour Sunday class or a home program where we are limited by time. We need to relish it with greed, following the footsteps of our Acharyas, Gaudiya Acharya. Prati Shanasva Dhanalolupasya. This is not for everyone. This is not for those persons who are looking at the clock or thinking, when is the prasadam plate? No, it is not for that. That greed should be like Parikshit Maharaj, who sat on the banks of the Ganges. It should be the greed of the 60,000 plus rishis that were assembled listening to the rendition or the wonderful treatise of Srimad Bhagavatam in Shukratal on the bank of Ganges, where Srimad Bhagavatam was spoken to Parikshit Maharaj without food, without water for 7 days. When will that bhav come in all of us? Sometimes it is there, sometimes it is there, very flickering, but most of the time it so happens that we are not interested. We get very, very chanchal. We get distracted. So this should be our real food for thought, food for the soul. That will, and more as we, by the blessings of the Acharyas, we dive in, we will get this greed. And that is the only thing that will take us from sadhana bhakti to raganu bhakti, to ragatmika bhakti, the bhakti in the footsteps of the Vrajvasis. But of course, here we are not trying to indicate that we should neglect our sadhana bhakti. No. Sadhana bhakti is the foundation. One can build a tower or a skyscraper and if it's a weak foundation, it will tumble, it will crumble, it will fall down. And that is also something similar to Sahajaism. There's a lot of people out there, speakers of Srimad Bhagavatam, who love to recite the 10th canto, and they love to recite the Pancha Maharasa Dhyay, and they love to recite and explain the Maharas. But all that, unless and until we are not qualified, we should neither listen from those persons, because they themselves are not qualified. So this is the problem. Can you imagine? Recently, I am shocked beyond words. There's one great person, apparently, I have to use the word apparent, great speaker of the Ramayana. At least from my childhood, I have heard personally when I was 8 years, 9 years old, I sat in his katha for 9 days when I visited my grandmother in one of the villages of Gujarat. And I was just in awe. Just the 8-year-old, 9-year-old boy. 9 days I sat through the katha, and it was just amazing for me. And then afterwards, I used to love to hear his lectures, etc. And then, by the mercy of Sri Lord Ramachandra and Hanumanji, perhaps I came to the pure movement that of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and the Vaishnavas that opened up a different dimension of Krishna consciousness. But he recently, who is still very famous, lakhs of people, thousands and thousands of people are always assembled whenever he speaks Ram Katha. And wherever he goes, I have heard he charges a lot of money. It's like a huge thing that you have to have, like, I would say, even here he comes into the West, to North America, and he charges in several hundreds and thousands of dollars just to do this katha. And I was just shocked at what the statement that he made, that Krishna, you don't know what he was like, what his character was, what was the character of Lord Balaram. You know, they were drinking liquor, and this is what his Dwarka Vasis, the Yadus, did, and they killed each other after drinking liquor, and even the women were not safe in Dwarika. You know, what can I say? He said that even I'm ashamed to mention, Krishna came here and he quoted this famous verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya. And then he says, Dharma Sanstapakaya Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. He quoted this verse that Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that I come millennium after millennium. I come millennium after millennium to establish religiosity. But he failed in Dwarka. He himself could not establish religiosity in Dwarka. This was a big shock to me. It came as a shock because I personally had some respect in my heart, because somehow or the other he is speaking the glories of Lord Ramachandra. But then he failed to understand. He does not know. I was shocked, and my shock was nothing more than even more and more respect and glories for Srila Prabhupada. And it even quadrupled, and perhaps even more, the movement of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who explains that Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchitananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam is the cause of all causes. Ramadi Murtishu Kalaniyamena Tishthan Nana Utara Karado Bhavaneshu Kintu Paramapumaniyo Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Ramadi Murtishu, the different expansions, like Lord Ramachandra and all the other different expansions of the avatars, they all are from Nandanandan Krishna, Yashodanandan Krishna in Gaudiya Vaishnanva. So if Nandanandan Krishna has done some very dirty activities based on our stupid intelligence, material mind, then would Lord Ramachandra also, who is an expansion of him, is he also degraded? Somebody who loves Lord Ramachandra would never say something like that. Bhagavad Gita says, Avajananti Mamamudha, Manusham Tanush Ashritam. Those personalities, those things that I am, an ordinary human being, are Avajanati. They do not know. They are mudas, they are rascals, they are murkha, they are stupid. And Krishna also says in the Bhagavad Gita that Janma Karma Chami Divyam Jo Veti Tatvata Tatva Punarjanmaneti Mameti Suvarjuna. My birth or my appearance, Janma Karma, my activities, Chame Divyam, they are transcendental. So whether I steal or whether I do any such activities that may not be socially acceptable in this material world, in spite of that, they are divyam. Janma karma chemi divyam. Jo veti tattvataha. And those who just simply have full faith just in this Tattva punarjanmaneti mameti Swarjuna. They will never be reborn in this material world. They will certainly come back to me, O Arjun. What an amazing declaration Krishna has made just by having that faith. So what is the point of sitting on that Vyaspeed and speaking Ramayana or Bhagavatam or Bhagavatam if one doesn't understand that Krishna's activities are transcendental? And that is one of the reasons sadhana is necessary. That's why Srila Prabhupada and on our movement, Mahaprabhu has stressed that we should chant the holy names constantly so that we come via pakka sadhana before we jump into such rasik katha and or we condemn such rasik katha or we condemn the transcendental activities of Krishna or his expansions. Shame on us. We are so easily idiotic about using our tiny brains to measure the immeasurable, unbelievable. And that is why I feel so fortunate day by day. I really mean it from the bottom of my heart. Jai Shri Prabhupada, you are so kind on this soul that somehow or the other you have given me this opportunity to understand this deep philosophy, the sadhana that you have given us, so that a new dimension can open up one day within our hearts with your mercy. Chakshudana dilo jai janme janme prabhu shai Divya Gyan Hriday Prakashito. You will be opening up door after door after door, taking me step by step into entering into the Vraj Bhakti. That is the beauty of our Prabhupada. People get attracted to name, fame and yash. We are not interested in that. Prabhupada said, we have a real diamond. The Ramakrishna mission was already established in New York, in Los Angeles. And when Prabhupada came in 1965, he visited them because Prabhupada had no place as such. So he thought, let me go and find out. So he went to the Ramakrishna mission and then he spoke to the Bengali monks there in the mort. And then what they said, Swamiji, you're a Vaishnava. If you speak about the Vaishnava principles of no meat eating, no intoxication, etc., these persons in the West, they will not listen to you. They will tell you to pack your bags and leave. So Prabhupada told them in Bangla that I'm not here I'm here to not here to take something. I'm here to give something pure, what Mahaprabhu gave. So if somebody wants to accept, they will accept. That is our line. And I'm so proud, deeply humbled at the same time, so proud to be a part of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement under the umbrella of Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. So, in this particular verse, Nikunja Rati Keli Siddhyai. What does it mean? Nikunja, we explained last time that the kunja are those bowers. Bowers means they are natural rooms or a place of a secret place covered by a bunch of trees or creepers or plants that form a natural room with a nice cooling shade, nice fragrance, nice flowers. And Radha Krishna would enter those kunjas, those nikunjas, in the different parts of the forest of Vrindavan, and they would perform their Rati Keli. Rati Keli means their amorous pastimes. Very, very nice. Just like, in the material world, to give a very crude example, when somebody is enacting their romance, let's say there is a lover and the beloved, then obviously they will just not go in the open shamelessly and reveal their romantic pastimes to the public. Well, some are like that anyways, but especially here in the West, Prabhupada used to see when he used to go in the morning walk in the parks, just see how useless these people are, half naked, almost naked, and they are displaying their bodies. In their next lives, they will become trees. Krishna has a place for everybody based on their consciousness. In the 8,400,000 species of life, stand naked. You want to be naked? Stand naked for hundreds of years. Take the body of a tree. So Prabhupada used to make those remarks. But talking about gentlemanly persons or persons who have some social etiquette in one sense, the thing is that their romance between their wife or the husband and wife or the girlfriend and boyfriend, they kind of do it in seclusion. Similarly, these Nikunjas were meant for the Madhurya Rasa. It is not meant for Sakhya Ras. It is not meant for Vatsalya Ras. It is not meant for Dasya Ras. It is not meant for the first rasa, which is the Shant Ras. It is meant for Madhurya Ras. Very highly romantic in nature. And even within romance, there is other moods of mana, sulkiness. Sometimes there is transcendental anger and jealousy. And even very unacceptable words are spoken to Krishna by Radharani and even her sevikas. So this is all done in the privacy of the Nikunja. And that's the thing. If you have somebody has gone, one of the quick places of Nikunjas which I can think of in Vrindavan is if somebody has visited Nidhuvan and walked in the Nidhuvan, you will see those very nice bowers that are created by the short trees, and they create a natural room. And like that, there are many, even in Baraghat, in Madan Ter, and in Sriji Bagicha, and so many different places in Vamshivat, all these places where Krishna performed his beautiful pastimes with Radharani, the Rati Keli. Rati Keli means amorous pastimes. So, like we pray, when we are praying to Tulsi Maharani, what are we, the worship? We are sometimes praying and all these prayers that we sing in the temple every day. Why do you think Prabhupada chose these prayers for our daily program? How many of us really sit down and meditate on them? They are so important for the Rati Keli Siddhyai. It's amazing. For example, we are early in the morning, the first Aarti, the Mangal Aarti, then we sing the glories of Tulsi Maharani. We are begging to Tulsi Namo Namo, Tulsi Krishna Prayasi Namo Namo, Braje Radha Krishna Seva Pao Ei Abhilashi, Tulsi Krishna Prayasi Namo Namo, Je Tumar Sharanaloy, Tar Vanch Purna Hoy, Kripa Kori Koro Tare Vrindavan Vasi. So the first thing that we are praying to Tulsi Maharani, who is Vrinda Devi, she is the queen of Vrindavan, under whose direction everything works for the Rati Keli, for the amorous pastimes of Radha Krishna. So please, first of all, Tulsi Maharani, make me a resident of Vrindavan. And then the greed arises. Tulsi Maharani is kind. If we follow the instructions of our acharyas, and if we have love for the acharyas, who are none other than they are the associates that are a part of a plan that Tulsi Devi, Vrinda Devi makes for the pleasure of Radha and Krishna, for the Rati Keli, for the amorous pastimes. So naturally she is going to be inclined to that person who is praying. So Radha Krishna Seva Pao Ei Abhilashi, Je Tomar Sharan Roy Tar Vancha Purna Hoy, Kripa Kori Koro Tare Vrindavan Bashi. Make me, please engage me in the service of Radha Krishna. So here it means basically the Gaudiya Vaishnava is thinking, engage me in the amorous pastimes, in the Madhurya Rasa, and make me a resident of Vrindavan, Vrindavan Vasi. Je Tomar Sharan Loy Tar Vancha Purnoy Kripa Kori Koro Tare Vrindavan Vasi. More e Abhilash, Vilas Kunje Diovas, Nayane Herivo Sada, Jugala Ruparasi. E Nivedana Dharo, Sakhir Anugata Karo, Sevaya Adhikaro Diye, Karo Nijadasi. The greed level of the devotee is increasing. He's saying that with your mercy, Moroya Bilash, it is my desire, it is my greed now. The greedy desire of the devotee is increasing. Now that you have made me a resident of Raj, I further request you, O Tulsi Devi, O Vrinda Devi, more a Abhilash, It is my desire. Vilas Kunja Diovas. Vilas Kunja. So one of the kunjas in Vrindavan is known as Vilas Kunja. So where Vilas means, Vilas, the word Vilas means pleasure. So the pleasure grove of Radha and Krishna. Please engage me in that Madhurya Rasa. Vilas Kunja Diobasa. So Tulsi Devi, Vrinda Devi arranges that one's resident is very close to that kunja. So when Radha and Krishna are performing their pastimes, immediately the resident is so close to Vilas Kunja of that devotee, of that Vrajvasi or the Vrajajana, immediately can quickly come to Seva of Radha and Krishna. See, Vilas Kunje Diovas. See, concentrate on each word. That is the desire. Vilas Kunja Diovas. And then Noyone, with my own eyes, Herivo Sada, Jugal Ruparasi. And then so that I can, with my own eyes, see the beautiful amorous pastimes of the divine couple. Jugala Ruparasi. Jugala Rupa. Rupa means the divine form, and Rasi means the amorous pastimes. Rati Keli. Same word in a different Sanskrit word, but synonymous to the word Rati Keli. That is the request that we are praying to Tulsi Devi. So it is not something, even the Vaikuntvasis pray to Tulsi Devi, even Tulsi Devi is offered to the lotus feet of Lord Ramachandra, to Lord Narayana. But for us, this is a very special prayer that has been composed by Govindas, an Acharya in the line of Gaudiya Vaishnavism. So we must think, why is Tulsi so beloved to Sri Krishna? Because she arranges all the birds, the peacocks, the Nikunja. And Nikunja, you know means for the pleasure and the union of Radha Krishna. She makes all those arrangements in the Nikunjas, in those secluded groves, with flowers, with fragrances, and everything related to the Nikuja Seva, to the Seva in those special bowers. She makes this, the Shringar Rasa. We describe that in verse number 3. If anybody remembers, we took 3 sessions. Shri Vigra Aradna Nityanana Shringar Tana Mandira Marjanado Yuktascha Bhaktamscha Ninjatopi Vande Guroho Shri Charnaravindam. The 3rd verse alone, we describe the Ashtakaliya Leela, the 24 hours of Seva of Radha and Krishna in different Shringar Rasa, based on the time of the day, based on the necessity of the Seva. These Manjaris, these Acharyas in the form of Manjaris, these Gopis, they served Radha and Krishna continuously in the Ashtaprahar, or the 24 hours. So she makes different arrangements for all the Gopis to meet with Krishna. That right has been given to Vrinda Devi by Krishna, like somebody, a multi-billionaire, gives a blank check to his servant that use it as you please, but it should be used for my pleasure. So our loyal servant will use every penny or that authority that has been given for the pleasure of the master. And Vrinda Devi, along with Purnamasi, and also with one of the Nandi Devi, Nandi Mukhi. She is I think the granddaughter of Purnamasi, who assists Vrinda Devi in her service of arranging all this, especially for the Madhurya Ras. She especially serves Srimati Radhika by making beautiful environments in the kunjas. So Nikunja, for Radha and Krishna to meet, for the union. Means the union. Radha and Krishna are controlled by her. Can you imagine? Vrinda Devi is controlled. Radha and Krishna are controlled by Vrinda Devi. Therefore, if she makes a request to Radha and Krishna on anyone's behalf, if she says, please accept this, for this devotee or this personality, then Radha Krishna will accept. That is why we pray to the Acharyas, to Tulsi Devi. Therefore, she makes a request, it is accepted. Please be merciful to that Jeev. Tulsi Devi will say, Vrinda Devi will say, and make him qualified to serve you. This is the bhav of the Tulsi Aarti that we sing every morning. Again, there are so many details in that. Today is the disappearance of Thakur Bhakti Vinod. And what is his vow? We should understand. I'm kind of reminded of this beautiful vow that he has expressed in this bhajan, in a book called I think it is in Gitavali, and in the section of Bhajan Lalsa, where Thakur Bhakti Vinod is praying. What is he praying? It's an amazing bhajan. Please concentrate on the words, and you will understand. And perhaps I can just expound on it, because Thakur Bhakti Vinod is none other than Kamla Manjari, and he is desiring to serve in the Nikunja, into the amorous pastimes of Radha Krishna, and he is singing very nicely. Sitting in Navadvip, he has composed this wonderful song. He is saying that Dekhite dekhite bhulibo va kabe nija sthula porichoyo nayane heribo vrajapura shobha nitya chit ananda moya. Dekhite dekhite bhulibo va kabe. When will that day come when I will forget Nija Sthula Porichoy, that I will forget that I am a Bengali, or I am such and such, or I am the father of these children, or I am this personality in the society, or the Nija Sthula Porichoy means the introduction based on the bodily concept. So Sthula Porichoy. When will I forget that? So he is basically speaking from the sadhak's platform. He is speaking from the platform of a sadhak, just like us. So we should be praying in that mood. And then he is gradually seeking, due to the greed, he is praying, Nayane heribo brajapur shobha. When will I be able to, when will the glories of Raj manifest? Brajapura Shobha, Nityachit Anandamoy, and it will bring about eternal happiness in my heart. And then he says, Brishabhanu Pure, Janamo Loibo, Yavate Viva Hoibe. Yavate viva hobe Braj Gopi bhava Braj Gopi bhava hoibe shobha anna bhava narohibe dekhite dekhite bhulibo va kabe nija sthula porichoyo. He's saying that it is my desire. The greed is increasing here. That Vrishabhanupure, I wish, my dear Krishna, please, let me take birth in Barsana, Vrishabhanupure, Janamaloibo. I would be, it is my desire to be born in Barsana. And Yavate Biva Hoye. And if I get married, so already he has entered into that bhav of a Manjari. And in the Manjari bhav, he's already left the Sthula Sharira, meaning he has left the bodily concept, and now he has entered in his meditation that he is seeing his original form in Golok Vrindavan, and he's seeing that he is already obtained a female transcendental body of a gopi or a manjari. So he is desiring that now that I am born in Braj, but I desire a particular place where I should take birth. So he's saying, I would like to take birth in Barsana. And when I am grown and my father weds me, Yavate Biva Hoibe, then I should get married in Yavat. Yavat is another town not too far from Barsana, in Vraj Mandal. And he says, Braja Gopi Bhav, Hoibe Swabhav, and my natural Swabhav or my form should be that of a Braj Gopi. Anya bhav na rahibo. And I do not wish any other bhav or any kind of other sentiment. My sentiment should be that of a Manjari, that of a Gopi bhav. And what is the reason? If we think deeply, this gives us an insight about Thakur Bhakti Vinod, that he is a Manjari, confirmed here, because he desires, he is an eternal servant of Sri Radha. He is a Kimkari. Kimkari in Sanskrit means, Kim means what, and Kari means what can I do constantly. Like, we sometimes in the temple or some stores, people on the material platform, they said, sir, how can I help you? Can I help you? Even on the phone, when the person calls, sir, can I help you? When you call them, customer service. So that is for some material benefit. But the skim curry are those manjaris that are constantly, tirelessly, Radha, how can I help you more? How can I serve you more? They are tireless. They do not stop their service, constantly in service. Like we can see a glimpse of Srila Prabhupada, non-stop service to Radha Krishna, sleeping only 1.5 hours. Even here, while he was in the Bhutale, on this earthly planet. So Kim Karo, that is non-stop. It is Kim Karo means not some servant who is told to do something and then that person will stop because that service is finished. No, they are always finding a reason to serve more and more. And they always ask, can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this for your pleasure? That is Manjari Bhav. That is Kim Karo, which is another word in Sanskrit for a very dedicated Saivite of Radha Krishna. So that is called Kim Karo. So he is saying that I would like to be born in Barsana because Radharani grew up in Barsana. And so I can, right from my little childhood, I can assist her and I can always be her associate. And then when Radharani grows up, obviously I will also grow up. Radharani will get married and she will go to Yavat. So I would also like to find a husband in Yavat. So I can be very close to Radha. This is the bhav. Please try to understand these sentiments when we read these bhajans. There is so much into it. Even our daily aartis have so much rag bhakti in it. Unbelievable. The doors keep opening. All we need is some faith and need to pray to Srila Prabhupada. Need to pray to these Gaudiya Acharyas and they will reveal so many different dimensions of even the most common bhajans in our Gaudiya Vaishnavas that we sing. So Vrishabhanupure Janamallailo Yavate Viva Hobe Vraja Gopi Bhav Hoibe Swabhav Anya Bhav Na Rahibo. So what he's trying to say is, I'm not interested in any other bhav. I'm not interested in the Vatsalya Rasa or in the Sakya Rasa or Dasya Rasa or Shanta Rasa. I'm only interested in the Madhurya Rasa. He has specified that, and that is his deep desire. That's exactly what our bhav should be. But we don't know that. Right now, we are simply in the khichdi. Sometimes we are putting we are worshipping even on our altar, Laddu Gopal, and so many. I'm not saying that is wrong. Please don't miss it. But we are not Pakka Gaudiyas when we do that. Pakka, as our devotion matures, then our rasa is concentrated. Like even there's a basic verse in the Bhagavad Gita which I'm reminded of. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that Bahushaka hi anantascha samadhavna vidyate. He says, Eki ha kuru nandana. We should concentrate on one thing, O son of Kuru, O Arjuna. Because Bahushaka hi anantascha, when we jump around on many branches, samadhavna vidyate, we do not get perfection or anything. Of course, Krishna is talking on a sadhak level, but this verse can be applied for rasa bhakti. Like I will give you a particular example in my own life. My grandmother, she was an ananya, very, very pure devotee in the Vatsalya Rasa, in the Pushti Marg. And she was in the Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya of, which is one of the bona fide Sampradayas, in which one of the great Acharyas was Sri Vallabhacharya. And they worship, most of the Vallabh Sampradaya devotees worship Krishna in the Vatsalya Rasa, especially in the 7-year-old form of Srinathji or Gopalji, the one that we see who had lifted Govardhan. the famous. And actually, that deity, as you all remember, I probably mentioned this, was manifest to Madhavendra Puripad, the grand guru or the Param Gurudev of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. His disciples, Madhavendra Puripad's disciples were Advaita Acharya, Nityananda Prabhu, Ishwar Puripad, and Ishwar Puripad's disciple was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it is said that the Krishna Prema component of Vatsalya Ras, Sakhya Ras and Madhurya Ras was even more clearer, and it manifests after the appearance of Madhavendra Puripad. And otherwise, prior to that, it was mostly in awe and reverence in Dasya Ras. So Madhavendra Puripad was the sort of the instrument or the pioneer of bringing more in-depthness of Vraja Rasa. And he actually set the stage for the appearance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in one sense, who would, because if he wanted, he could have even revealed more details of the Madhurya Rasa, but he did not do that because he waited for, he wanted that to be revealed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because Krishna's desire was that. Yadi Gauranga hoite tabe ki hoito kemona dharitam de Radhara Mahima Prema Rasa Sima Jagata Janatake. So Gauranga Mahaprabhu's one of the internal reasons was that he wanted to glorify Madhurya Ras, especially the amorous and the pinnacle or the zenith of Radharani's Prema. So Madhavendra Puripad did not touch that subject of Madhurya Ras. So he started it by giving the Vatsalya Ras, because Gopalji was manifest to him in Govardhan. And then that Seva came to the Pushti Margis, to the descendants of Sri Vallabhacharya, especially to his son Vittal Nathji, known as Gosaiji. And even today, Srinathji is being worshipped very nicely by the Vallabh Sampradaya. Originally, of course, it had come to manifest to the Gaudiya Vaishnavas, to Madhavendra Puripad. He was known as Madhavendra Yati. And that is why even now, when we are doing Govardhan Parikrama, there is Mukharavinda, very, very important point, important spot for the Govardhan Parikrama is the Mukharavinda, also known as Jatipura. So that Jatipura was named after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Param Gurudev, who was known as Yati Madhavendra. Yati, one who is very bereft, who had very high renunciation, is known as Yati. So, but most of the Pushti Margis don't know that, and neither do they acknowledge that. So this is something which is very, very secretive, and Krishna is so naughty that sometimes he creates a sort of a transcendental possessiveness even between sampradayas. They do not acknowledge Srinathji worshippers today in Nathdwara. Srinathji was in Govardhan. Then he moved to Kamyavan because of Aurangzeb's and all the Mughal emperors who were horrible. They demolished temples in Vrindavan, etc. So they were moved. Gopalji, Govindevji, Madan Mohanji, Damodarji, they were all moved first to Kamyavan. And from Kamyavan, which is close to which is in Rajasthan. The Rajmandal Parikrama also includes a part of it is Rajasthan. Because the kings of Rajasthan were great Vaishnavas. And there the Mughals did not get a chance to enter. They were scared of the Rajasthan, the Rajputs, because they were very chivalrous. That is one state in India that the Mughals never got any victory. They had to stay away from it. Otherwise, they were able to conquer most of all of India. So from then on, then they moved on to Jaipur. Govindevji, Damodarji, and Gopinathji moved to Jaipur because of the love of the Rajputs. The king there built great temples, etc. And even today, when we go to Vrindavan, we see Keshi Ghat, we see all the different ghats along the Parikrama Marg with the Chhatras. We see Kusum Sarovar, the most beautiful, amazing, picturesque within the heart, and also for the materialist who's just going there. People are they are dumbstruck in awe and reverence and with just the beauty of Kusum Sarovar. All these great monuments that are seen in Raj were built by the Rajputs, the king of Rajasthan, different Vaishnavas. So we should be indebted to them. All the chhatras that were built so that the Vaishnavas, when they were doing parikrama, when they were tired, they needed to rest from the sun, then they would go to the chhatras, or they needed to change clothes before they jumped into the kunda. So many places all over Raj, we see that these wonderful contribution was done by the kings of Rajasthan, who are Vaishnavas. So anyway, so my point was that Srinathji then was moved from Kamyavan to a place not too far from Udaipur, 30 kilometers, which is known as Nathdwara. And I'm sure some of you may have taken darshan, and it's an amazing transcendental place. Since then, Srinathji never wanted to come back, not even to Vraj, because of the seva that the devotees are doing, a very, very opulent seva of Gopalji Srinathji. And of course, he was manifest to Madhavendra Puri, just like Govind Devji was manifest to Rupa Goswami, and Madan Mohanji was manifest to Sanatan Goswami. So Madhavendra Puri was a great acharya, and he just did not touch deeply on the subject of Madhurya Ras, which he left for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which is especially the 6 Goswamis. E Choe Gosai Jar Raje Koila Vas, Radha Krishna Nitto Leela Korila Prakash, Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan, Shri Guru Padma Padma Koriya Smaran. So Narottam Das Thakur says that it is due to the mercy of the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, Radha Krishna Nitya Leela Korila Prakash, the amorous pastimes, the Rati Keli pastimes of Radha and Krishna were manifest. So Mahaprabhu also did not reveal anything, not much. He revealed the Mahamantra, and he gave that externally so that those who could catch the Mahamantra and get into that mood or into that wave of the Madhurya Rasa, then he would have opened the doors through Rupa Goswami, through Sanatan Goswami, and through the 6 Goswamis, through Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, who are all eternal dear servants or the Prana Sakhis of Radharani. So, like that, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is playing that next verse. Nija Siddha Deha, Nija Siddha Nam, Nija Rupa Swavasana, Radha Kripa Bale, Loibo Vakabe, Krishna Prema Prakarana. How beautiful. Look at the transcendental emotions and the amazing bhav. He's already in Raj. He's already got the gopi form, but he's saying, Nija Siddha Deha. I want my eternal form in Vraj, and I want Nija Siddha Nam. So please grant me. He's actually praying to his acharya or the senior Manjari, perhaps Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, or praying especially to Rupa Goswami. So Rupa Goswami is going to initiate him into the Manjari bhav, and he's saying, please, my dear Guru, my Manjari Guru. He's saying, Nija Siddha De, give me the specific form of that Manjari, Nija Siddha Nam, give me that name. So he was given the name Kamla Manjari. Nija Rupa Swavasana, and that particular form for that with particular clothing. Every Manjari has got different specific clothing, just like we have different uniforms identified. Just like in the material world, we see that there are, when we go in some army or some police force, we identify a particular person's rank by the number of stars on the shoulder, or in the army general, by all the different, the badges that are given to them, the medals of honors that they put on their chest. So he is requesting Bhaktivinoda Thakur that please, requesting Rupa Manjari, Labhanga Manjari, etc. So I will get my own, and then I will get my own residence, Krishna Prema. And then he says, Radha Kripa Bale, by the mercy of Radharani, Radha Kripa Bale, Loibo Vakabe. When will I be able to take? When will I be able to recite Krishna Prema Prakarana. When will I be able to recite the different, I will be able to meditate on the different pastimes of the loving sentiments of Radha and Krishna. Jamuna solile aharane giya bujibo jugala rosha. He's saying, Prema mugda hoibe. Prema mugda hoibe. Pagalani pray. Gaibo Radhar yasha. Dekhite, dekhite. Bhulibo akabe. Nijasthula sharira. So in the last verse, he's saying in the Bhajan Lalsa that Jamuna Shalile Aharane Giya. When I will actually follow Radharani, and simply when they are trying to fill the water by the excuse on the banks of the Jamuna, as if we are going to fill water, we will meet. And I will see on the bowers on the that are there, the different bowers in the kunjas along the Jamuna in Vrindavan and in the different spots of Raj. I will see, I will understand the conjugal pastimes of Radha and Krishna. And then Prema Mukta Hoibe, with intense Mukta means intoxicated or deeply immersed. Mukta means immersed, deeply immersed. Pagalani pride, like a crazy person. Gaibo Radhara Yasha. And I will simply sing. Here we can see he's using the word Radhara Yasha. So here we see that he is totally dedicated as a Manjari to Radharani in the Manjari Bhav. Radha first, Radha Dasya. And that is the actual main goal of Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Radha Dasya. Krishna, yes indeed, you are there in our books. But as long as you give pleasure to Radharani, first we are servitors of Radha. Then if my Radha is pleased, we will be happy to serve you. But if Radha is displeased, sorry, you cannot come in the Kunja today. You cannot come. Radha has said, no, you are late. You made her wait for hours. You went to the Chandravali's Kunja. And you made my Radharani cry, my Pran Sakhi cry. Sorry, go back. And like that, they are speaking so many harsh words to Krishna. The gopis, the Astasakis, the Manjaris, they are telling that you are black and your heart is also black. You are a cheater. We have known of so many cheating pastimes of yours. And my Radha is so holy. You have cheated her so many times. Not today. Out of here. And then Krishna goes at the lotus feet of the Manjari. Please, let me in. Please. I'm very sorry. I did not realize the time. That Chandravali, she made me, just, keep me. She said, please, 5 more minutes. And I just got caught up in her 5 minutes and it took hours. I'm so sorry. Please tell her. You see, I'm sweating. See, and then his crown would fall down. His peacock feather would fall down. His flute, and he would have perspiration. And then the Manjaris would go to Radha and say, Radhe, he's here, Shyam Sundar. Oh, I don't want to see him. Send him back. Oh, Radha, he's perspiring. He's really sorry today. His crown has come out. His turban is loose. His peacock feather also, which he loves so much, is on the floor. His flute that he loves so much is also on the ground. And he is simply rolling on the ground, crying for your association, Radha. That is our Manjaris. That are our Acharyas. So amazing. So like this, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is praying. And the Ratikeli, the wonderful pastimes of Radha and Krishna, the amorous pastimes are known by these Manjaris. Like Rupa Manjari. For example, there are 8, just like there are 8 principal gopis, there are 8 principal Manjaris that are there in Radharani Seva. And they are very dear to Radha. Sometimes when the Ashta Gopis or the 8 principal gopis are not present, such sevas are given to the Ashta Manjaris. We have discussed this in the past. And they know so many intimate pastimes that then they go and relate to Lalita and Vishakha and to their respective Ashtagopis. So, for example, in the Ratikeli, Siddha, they are so experts. Siddha means experts. In this verse, the first three lines, Nikunja, you know, Ratikeli Siddha. So the amorous pastime. So Rupa Manjari, the description is given like for the service. She is so expert. Ratikeli Siddha, Yaya Alibir Yuktir Apekshaniya. And they are simply under the direction of the Ashtasakis, Alibir. Especially the Ashtasakis, Yuktir, they are engaged in the seva of Radha Krishna, Apekshaniya, and they constantly desire, because they are Kim Karos. They're always, how can I serve more? How can I serve more? How can I serve more? So they're constantly taking permission from the Ashtasakis to further enhance the Ratikeli. So they are constantly, so some of the information in briefly has been given through these verses of a very wonderful, sublime bhajan book written by Narottam Das Thakur, who is none other than Champak Manjari in Radha Krishna's Nitya Leela. So he has written a wonderful book called Prem Bhakti Chandrika. One time in Navadvip, I remember this pastime that was mentioned by Srila Prabhupada and also through the words of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Gaurkishore Babaji Maharaj was practically, from the material perspective, illiterate. He could not even write or read, but he was most exalted Vaishnava, which he himself took as the Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada took him as his guru. So can you imagine? Because obviously they know who they are in Radharani's Nitya Leela and Radha Shyam Sundar's Nitya Leela. So he mentioned in that he used to tell the devotees in Navadvip, if you want Krishna Prem, it is available for 2 annas. Anna, I forget what is anna. I think anna is like 6 paisa at that time. 6 paisa is 1 anna. So 12 paisa. So 12 paisa is a fraction of like, you know, I would say 12% of 1 rupee. Very cheap. You can get pure Krishna Bhakti for 2 annas. So people were shocked. How do you get for 2 annas Krishna Prem? So Gaurkishore Babaji Maharaj said, go to the bookshop in Navadvip and buy Narottam Das Thakur's 2 books, Prema Bhakti Chandrika and another book called Prarthana. And when you read that and you understand it, you will get Krishna Prem. So this is describing the different sevas and the different descriptions briefly of the 8 manjaris who are experts in the service of Radha and Krishna in the Nikunja, you know, Ratikeli Siddhya, Riaya Alibir Yukti Rapekshaniya. So Rupa Manjari is being described by Narottam Das Thakur in his chapter 52 or song number 52, saying, Kunjo Asti Rupola Sasakyo Lalita Kunja Kotare Sada Tishtati Tairava Sushoparupa Manjari Priya Narma Sakhi Mukhya Sundari Rupa Manjari Gocharana Samanga Shriha Keki Patrama Sukha Priya Shardatri Dasvara Sashu Va Mamadhyam Ashrita Rangamalika Acheti Pravadanti Manishaha Iyam Lavanga Manjarya Ekanyakani Yasi Kalau Gaura rasa rupa Goswami tam shama gata. What a beautiful verse describing Rupa Goswami, compiled by Sri Narottam Das Thakur. He's saying, in the northern part of Sri Lalita Ananda Kunja. So there is a Kunja very close to Lalita Sakhi. And this Kunja is known as Lalita Ananda. So the Manjari, this particular Manjari, Rupa Manjari, gives pleasure to Lalita Devi. Lalita Ananda Kunja. And that next to the, my fault. There is a Kunja known as Lalita Ananda Kunja where Lalita Sakhi resides. I beg your pardon. It says that Kunjo Asti Rupa Ulasya Sakhi Lalita Kunja Kotare. Near Lalita Sakhi's Kunja, and the Lalita Sakhi's Kunja is known as Lalita Ananda Kunja. There is a Kunja, or there is a bower where Rupa Manjari resides, and the name of that Kunja is known as Rupa Ulasa Kunja. Rupa Ulasa Kunja means that Kunja or that bower that gives the divine couple lots of pleasure, Ulasa, enthusiastic pleasure. So Rupa Goswami is very beautiful and graceful. Sri Rupa Manjari always resides in this Rupa Ulasa Kunja. That is her place of residence. And the Sakhis of Manjaris are extremely very charming. And her complexion is bright yellow in color. And her dress is the color of peacock feathers. So, like Bhakti Ratha, Nija Rupa, Nija Vasa. He's like my own dress and my own form. So similarly, Rupa Manjari's form is of bright yellow, and her dress is bright yellow complexion. And her dresses, she's identified because she loves to wear a peacock feather dress. And her age is 13 years, 6 months. So this is described. And her nature is Vamya. Vamya, she is leftist. Radharani's mood is leftist. What is the Vamya mood? Vamya mood, not mood, sorry. Vamya mood, or the Vamya sentiment, or the leftist sentiment, that Krishna, you are mine. That's the possession. But the other gopis who also are in Krishna Prema, like Chandravali and many other gopis, Krishna, we are yours. There's a difference. There's a difference of possessiveness. And Krishna is controlled by Bhamya Bhav. This is a very, very deep understanding in our Gaudiya Rasa. So, Rupa Manjari is in Bhamya Madhya, meaning she is fully dedicated to Radharani and she has some Madhya, some middle sentiments for Krishna, for Shyam Sundar. But her full 100% dedication is like Lalita Sakhi, which is Lalita Sakhi's mood is also Bhamya Madhya, where 100% dedication to Radharani and some sentiments towards Krishna, as long as Krishna keeps Radharani happy. So it is specified. Very briefly, I'm explaining the meaning of Bhamya Madhya. So her mood towards the service of Radha Krishna is Bhamya Madhya, 100% dedicated to Sri Radha, and Madhya, about 50-50 in terms of towards Krishna, because even though Radharani sometimes says, I don't want to see him, and that is her order, and 100% dedicated to Radha, and Krishna is pleading, so Rupa Manjari then will go even against the wish of Radha. Radha, come, please see him now. So they have some sentiments for Krishna, towards Krishna. So that is called Bhamya Madhya. So these are all the different nitty-gritties and amazing rasas. As we dive deeper, we will love this. So, and then the sages, meaning the Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas, call her Rangana Malika. She is one day younger to Lavanga Manjari. So Lavanga Manjari is Sanatana Goswami. So Lavanga Manjari is 13 years, 6 months, and 1 day. And Rupa Manjari, so much description is given. How can we not believe it? Some people say God is formless. We are getting Gaudiya Vaishnavas are acharyas. The Mayavadi said that there is no form, there are no attributes. Krishna, there is no Krishna. Everything is nirgun. Brahma Satya Jagat Mithya. The ultimate is Brahman. This whole world is false. How can they? Each and every description of not only Krishna's lotus feet, all the different markings on Krishna's lotus feet, on the lotus feet of Sri Radha, each and every marking is there. The color of their dress and the different jewelry that they wear, the associates, what they look like, what they wear, and they're saying God is formless. They are really manda sumanda matayo manda bhagya. They are completely unfortunate. So even the information Narottam Das Thakur says in Prema Bhakti Chandrika is her father's name. Rupa Manjari's father's name is Ratna Bhanu, and her mother's name is Yamuna. Her husband's name is given is Dur Medhaka, and her mother-in-law is Jatila. So it's amazing. The mother-in-law Jatila is also the same Jatila probably of Radharani. Radharani's mother-in-law is Jatila, and Jatila's son is Abhimanyu. So perhaps Dur Medhaka, the husband of Rupa Manjari, is the brother of Abhimanyu, the husband of Sri Radha. And she is very expert in massaging Sri Radha Madhav's lotus feet. So she is expert. That is her seva in the Kunja, one of the sevas, her daksha. So that is why it is said in this verse, Nikunja yuno ratikeli siddhyai yaya alibhir yukti rapekshaniya tatra ati daksha. Please concentrate on this word, tatra ati daksha. These manjaris are daksha, expert in their seva. That is why they are engaged by the Ashtasakis. Like Lalita Sakhi, the chief amongst all the gopis, is engaging Rupa Goswami or Rupa Manjari because she is daksha. They are experts in the seva of Radha and Krishna. And one of her expertise is the massaging of Radha Krishna's lotus feet. And in Gauranga Mahaprabhu's Leela and Gaur Leela, she descends, Rupa Manjari descends in the form of Rupa Goswami. So much wonderful information. So because her expertise, she is given entrance. Then we know that one of the most sublime bhajans and the most favorite bhajans of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada was Sri Rupa Manjari Mata Pada. Actually, if we study these bhajans, we get to a lot of things are revealed to us. And in when Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada left his body, just about to leave his body at about 5:30 a.m., about 5 a.m. in Brahma Muhurat, he was in the Kolkata Bhag Bazar Mott, and he knew that he was leaving his body. So he called one exalted Vaishnava, senior god brother of Srila Prabhupada, His Holiness Bhakti Rakshak Siddhar Dev Goswami. And he said, please sing for me the glories of Rupa Manjari. Please concentrate on this. See, I'm saying, oh, Sri Radhe, Sri Radhe. And Bhakti Rakshak Siddhar Maharaj says that I don't know how to sing. I just croak like a frog. And we have heard his lectures and we have heard him speak. And yes, he has got a very husky voice, not that of a great Kirtaniya. But in spite of that, there were so many wonderful Kirtaniyas in the Gaudiya Math. But Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur called only for him. According to the level of purity and understanding of the Shastra, it is so important to hear from those personalities. Sometimes the melody or the raga is not important. It is from whom we hear is very important. So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada at that time chose one of the residents of the Math, which was already a sannyasi, His Holiness Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj. And Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj there sang this wonderful bhajan. Shri Rupa Manjari Pada Shri Mora Sampada Shri Rupa Manjari Pada Shri Mora Sampada. Shei Mora Bhajana Pujana. Shei Mora Bhajana Pujana. Shei Mora Pranadhana. Shei Mora Abharana. Shei Mora Pranadhana. Shei Mora Abharana. Shei Mora Jivanera Jivana. Shei Mora Jivanera Jivana. This is also a bhajan by Narottam Das Thakur. This is also in Bhajan Lalsa. Bhajan Lalsa means the deep desire for bhajan. What kind of bhajan? What kind of transcendental deep desires the Acharya has? So Narottam Das Thakur has expressed in this bhajan, which Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada wanted to hear before he left his body. He says that Narottam Das Thakur in this bhajan, Shri Rupa Manjari Pada. The lotus feet of Rupa Manjari is Shei Mora Sampada. That is my asset. That is my only asset. Shei Mora Bhajan and Pujan. That is my only Bhajan and Pujan. So most of us, we are so proud of our Krishna consciousness. We think we are direct devotees of Krishna. Oh, we will surpass the devotees of Krishna. No. Look at Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada's desire at the end when he's leaving his body. Look at Narottam Das Thakur. That my desire and my bhajan and pujan is not Radha Krishna primarily. Primarily, it is the lotus feet of Rupa Manjari. Same thing expressed by Srila Prabhupada. It is there in his Pranam Mantra, Namaham Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve. The transcendental son of Saraswati Thakur, the obedient son of Saraswati Thakur, one who is always constantly thinking of pleasing Saraswati Thakur, who is Nayana Manjari. So like that, Shei Mor Bhajana Pujan. That is my bhajan, that is my pujan. Shei Mor Pranadhana. It is indeed my life, my prana, my life air, my dhana, my wealth. Shei Mor Abharana. And indeed the lotus feet of Rupa Manjari is the abharan, the jewel. The lotus feet of Rupa Goswami is that priceless jewel, abharana, the ornaments. Shei Mora Jivanera Jivana. Indeed, it is my Jivanera Jivana, the life of my life, the life air, Rupa Manjari Pada. And then further, Narottam Das Thakur says, and Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj Ji sings for Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, Shei Mora Rasanidhi, Shei Mora Vancha Siddhi, Shei Mora Vedera Dharama, Shei Mora Vedera Dharama, Shei Brata, Shei Tapa, Shei Mora Mantra Japa, Shei Mora Dharama Karama, Shei Mora Dharama Karama. Shei Mora, indeed, it is mine. Rupa Manjari's lotus feet are Rasha Nidhi. Rasha means the ocean or the mellows of the conjugal Madhurya Rasa, the ocean of Madhurya Rasa, the Rati Keli of Radha Krishna. Shei Mora Vancha Siddhi, my penances, my siddhi, my perfections. And Vancha means my what is the meaning of Vancha in English? Like we say Vancha Kalpata Rogascha. The words of the Vaishnavas, I offer my obeisances. So like that Vancha, I offer the perfection of the worthiness attainment is the lotus feet of Sri Rupa Manjari. Shei Mora Vedera Dharma. And it is indeed my Vedas, the studying of my Vedas, the studying of Srimad Bhagavatam, all the different transcendental literatures, all of that is the samam bonum of studying all these scriptures is my dedication to the lotus feet of Rupa Manjari. So amazing. Ah, how look at how beautifully Narottam Das Thakur is. We thinking that when we study Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and all these books, we will attain the lotus feet of Radha Krishna. No, 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 no. That is indeed not the goal. The goal should be we should attain the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada, just like Narottam Das Thakur is desiring in Bhajan Lalsa, and just like Sripad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is desiring. Shai Brata, Shai Tapa, all my brata, all my fasting, my tapa, all my austerities, Shai Mora Mantra Japa, all my chanting, so that I can attain the lotus feet of Rupa Manjari. And that is the real bhav of Das Anudas Anudas. We call each other Prabhu, 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 and then we stab each other in the back. We are jealous of each other. We speak ill of each other. We are very easily criticizing each other just because we make some small mistake. We do not see the qualities. What kind of mentality we have when we say Prabhu? We have to think about it. What kind of das are we? No, this is what Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada desired when he left his body. Anukula hoibe vidhi, shei pada hoibe siddhi, nirakhibo ei dui noyone, nirakhibo ei dui noyone, Shri Rupa Madhuri Rashi, Pranaku Polya Sashi, Shri Rupa Madhuri Rashi, Pranaku Polya Sashi, Prafulita Hobe Nishidine, Prafulita Hobe Nishidine, Prafulita Hobe Nishidine. By the purifying process of favorable devotional service, one will attain the perfection, and with these two eyes will be able to see his transcendental form, which is shining like the moonlight in my heart, and my heart therefore shines and reciprocates. This is something very similar to what Mahaprabhu's Shishtastakam is. Again, that's on the subject for another day, very deep subject in that particular line where he says, Cheto Darpanam Marjanam Bhava Mahadava Agni Nirvapanam Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam. Same thing is being expressed here, that in that wonderful moonlight, once that shine, the shining light of that rasa, with which the holy name is none other than Radha and Krishna, when that will shine in my heart, it will become like a kairava, like the special flower, the lily flower that blooms in the night of the full moon night, and then I will reciprocate and I will radiate that love of Krishna prema due to the mercy that I'm receiving. So that mercy is radiated just like a pure reflective surface. We are merely instruments of Srila Prabhupada and the Acharyas. So if we ever speak something as it is, and with compassion and with love, and we share something with the devotees, that love will radiate just like moonlight radiating on the lily flower, Kairava Chandrika. So beautiful. And therefore, it is those that other objects will also be illuminated, all the jivas, by the moon of the effulgence form of Sri Rupa Manjari. So beautiful. Prafulita hoibe nishidine, and night and day I will be prafulita. I will be in full of joy. Prafulla means joy, transcendental bliss. And then in the last verse, Narottam Das Thakur says, glorifying Rupa Manjari, which Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati in deep meditation is listening. He's saying, Tua darshana ahi, garale jaralo dehi, Shri Rupa, Shri Rupa, Shri Rupa, O Shri Rupa, Tuva Darshanahi, Garalo Jaralo Dehi, Chiradina Tapita Jivana, Chiradina Tapita Jivana, Harupa Korodoya, Deho More Pada Chaya, Harupa Korodaya, Deho More Pada Chaya, Narottama Lailu Sharana, Narottama Lailu Sharana, Narottama Lailu Sharana. O Rupa Manjari, now that you have disappeared and joined the eternal pastimes of Radha and Krishna, Darshanahi, Garalo Jaralo Dehi. It feels like I am feeling the poison, the fire in my heart. I feel like giving up my life. Narottam Das Thakur says, please give me shade of your lotus feet. Like we sing, the same author of the Guru Puja that we sing at about 7:30 in all temples in ISKCON. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma Bandho Muni Savadhana Mate. In the last verse, Narottam Das Thakur is praying, Ha ha Prabhu Karo Daya Deho More Pada Chaya Ebe Josh Kushukri Bhuvana Ebe Josh Kushukri Bhuvana. In the same fashion, Narottam Das Thakur is praying, Tua Darshana Ahi Garalo Jaralo Dehi Chiro Dina Tapito Jibano Haha Rupo Korodaya Deho More Pada Chaya Narottama Loilo Sharana. And when the last verse was sung, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, Nayana Manjari was reunited in the eternal service of Sri Rupa Manjari, who further engages him, or her rather, in the eternal service of Radha and Krishna. Nikunja Yuno Rati Geli Siddhya Ya Ya Ali Bhir Yuktir Apekshaniya Tatra Ati Dakshat Ati Vallabhasya Vande Guru Shri Charanar Vindam. So this is the bhav. This is how the Manjaris are expert servitors in the eternal pastimes, apara pastimes of Radha and Krishna. We only described one Manjari today, Rupa Manjari, 7 more dearmost Manjaris. So hopefully we will do it in the next session. And I hope the devotees, we can meditate on what we have described today based on the teachings, based on the transcendental bhav of great Vaishnava Acharyas like Narottam Das Thakur, like Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Today was his disappearance day. Kamla Manjari was reunited in the eternal service of Rupa Manjari. And Rupa Manjari is simply engaging our Acharyas, including Srila Prabhupada, whose spiritual identity as a Manjari has not been revealed for some reason. But obviously, because he's so dear to Nayana Manjari, he's very dear to Kamla Manjari, he's very dear to Guna Manjari, he's very dear to Rasik Manjari, he's very dear to all these Manjaris, especially Rupa and Labanga Manjari, to Sri Radha. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Thakur Bhakti Vinod. All glories to Gadadhar Pandit. Today is also his disappearance day. All glories to all our Gaudiya Acharyas. Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol, Vancha Kalpatarovescha, Kripa Sindhuve Vacha, Patitanam Pavanevya, Vaishnavaya, Namo Namaha. So I will open